Imagine holding a mirror and shattering it. Even if it breaks into 1,000 tiny pieces, each fragment still reflects the whole image, a full picture, inside something very small. Now imagine that every particle in the universe might be doing the same thing. Every atom holding the blueprint of the cosmos. Every point in space encoding all of existence. And imagine that your consciousness, your awareness, thoughts, emotions might not simply exist within this universe, but might actually be projecting it. This is the radical idea behind the holographic consciousness theory, a merging of physics, neuroscience, and philosophy, suggesting that the universe might be an illusion generated by mind and frequency, a simulation not built by computers or aliens, but by consciousness itself. Today, we go deep into the science, the mysteries, and the implications of a universe where reality is not what it seems. Part 1. The universe that should not exist. Modern physics has a problem. Actually, several. The largest scales, galaxies, rotate too perfectly. Gravity behaves strangely. The edges of the universe accelerate outward, as if something unseen is pulling them. And at the smallest scales, quantum scales, particles behave like ghosts, shifting states only when observed. The universe behaves as if it's made of code. Physicist John Wheeler famously said, "We live in a participatory universe. Observers are necessary." This means reality doesn't fully form until something conscious interacts with it, like a video game that renders only the area the player is looking at. Quantum mechanics has shown us again and again, the observer changes the observed. Measurement creates reality. So the question is no longer ridiculous. It's scientific. It's consciousness, the generator of the universe, rather than a byproduct of it. Key 2. The holographic principle. In the 1990s, physicist Leonard Susskind and Nobel laureate Gerard T. Hooft proposed something shocking. The universe may be a 3D projection of information stored on a 2D surface, not metaphorically. It's literally like a cosmic hologram. Black holes were the key. Information entering a black hole does not disappear. Instead, it gets encoded on the surface of its event horizon, meaning the interior might be an illusion created by data stored on the boundary. If a black hole works this way, could the entire universe be the same? Later, the ADS-CFT correspondence mathematically supported this idea. Thousands of physicists now take it seriously. Here's the shocking part. If the universe is a hologram, consciousness might be the light source projecting it. It's Part 3. Consciousness as a field. Most people imagine consciousness as something generated by the brain. But what if the brain is only a receiver? Rupert Sheldrake proposed the concept of morphic fields, patterns of information that shape biological and psychological reality. Neuroscientist Carl Pribram suggested the brain processes information holographically, similar to how laser-encoded holograms store images. Physicists like Sir Roger Penrose argue that consciousness may arise from quantum processes inside microtubules in the brain, structures so small they behave according to quantum rules. A pattern is emerging. Consciousness might be non-local. It may operate like a field. It may be embedded in space-time. It may influence matter through quantum mechanisms. If consciousness exists beyond the brain, it could interact with the holographic structure of the universe, not just observing it, but forming it. Part 4. Frequencies that shape reality. Everything in the universe vibrates. Atoms, particles, electromagnetic fields, even space-time. This is not metaphysics. It's physics. Your thoughts, emotions, and neural activity produce measurable frequencies. These frequencies affect your biology, can potentially, according to new research, the quantum field around you. Dr. Masaru Emoto's experiments with water crystal formation, controversial but fascinating, suggest that intention might alter matter at subtle levels. Modern neuroscience shows stress changes molecular behavior. Gratitude alters neural networks. Meditation reorganizes the brain. Collective emotion can influence global electromagnetic fields. If consciousness is a field, your personal frequency may tune your experience of reality. The hologram may respond to your state of mind. Part 5. Simulation Theory. Without computers, popular culture imagines simulations as digital creations. But what if the universe is not running on a machine, but on consciousness itself, a self-generating reality? A feedback loop. The universe emerges from consciousness. Conscious beings develop within the universe. Their consciousness continues to generate and shape it. A recursive, self-creating system. This explains why the universe is mathematically precise, why observation collapses wave functions, why synchronicity feels meaningful. Consciousness cannot be reduced to neurons, why personal and collective beliefs shape societies, cultures, and outcomes. In this model, the cosmos is not an accident. It is a living system evolving through awareness. Part 6. Evidence from near-death experiences. Thousands of verified reports share consistent patterns. Consciousness continues after brain shutdown. People experience panoramic holographic life reviews. Time and space lose meaning. Awareness expands beyond the body. Consciousness survives physical death. It cannot be a product of biology alone. It must be part of the underlying fabric of the universe, a primary field, something the hologram is built from. Part 7. The universe watches you back. Experiments like the double slit, delayed choice, quantum erasure, all show the same thing. Reality behaves differently when observed. Some interpretations suggest the universe is not passive. It is adaptive, responsive, interactive. When you look at reality, reality looks back. This is not poetry, it's physics. And it hints that consciousness is fundamental to existence. Part 8. The mind as the architect. If the universe is holographic, consciousness is non-local, and observation creates reality. Then your mind is not just a passenger, it is an architect. You exist inside a self-aware universe that is shaped by the frequency of your consciousness. Your thoughts leave an imprint. Your emotions ripple through the field. Your awareness influences the structure of the hologram, and collectively, human consciousness shapes the future of humanity, a universe within. Maybe reality isn't a place we live in. Maybe reality is something we create, a hologram, a projection, a dance between consciousness and energy. A universe that arises from mind, gives birth to minds that continue the creation. If the holographic consciousness theory is true, your life is not random. Your existence is not accidental. And the universe is far more alive, intelligent, and interconnected than we have ever imagined. You are not in the universe. The universe is in you.